Hello and welcome to this Forex Preview at xm.com. I'm Maria Pachardis, and joining me is investment analyst Christina Parthenidou. We'll be discussing the Eurozone's flash PMI readings due on Wednesday and the outlook for the euro. So Christina, flash PMI readings will be the only highlight in the Eurozone's economic calendar this week and the last PMI release for this year. What should we expect, and how do you think the euro may react?
Hi, Maria. Well, markets are certain that economic growth in the fourth quarter will be much slower than in the third quarter, and will likely be negative because of the COVID restrictions. And several countries, including those in the European Union, have already announced more drastic measures to get through the winter months and keep people away from hospitals, which are already operating at half capacities. So restrictions are here to stay for as long as it's needed and until a large part of the population gets vaccinated. So businesses may remain under pressure early next year, and that makes this week's business PMI readings less important. While markets expect a slight improvement in business activities, but this will likely be just a short upside correction in the contraction area driven by the services sector, and could be easily revised to the downside next month since tighter lockdown restrictions are ready to take effect. Of course, the fact that EU leaders have finally resolved disagreements around the pandemic recovery fund last week, which is included in the 1.8 trillion euros long-term budget, is an encouraging fact, but the funds are not expected to reach businesses and consumers before the second half of 2021, and the ECB's additional asset purchases is a less direct method to finance those in need. They may not have the desirable impact if restrictions remain in place for longer. So all that suggests that more bad days could come for Eurozone businesses, and markets are aware of that. So the euro may not really react on this week's PMI data.
Okay, so what do you think could trigger the next move in the euro?
Well, the outlook for the Eurozone is still uncertain in the short term, and no one really knows how long will the last chapter of the COVID story last, especially in the Eurozone, which hasn't really started vaccinations yet. But despite that, the euro remains close to its recent highs because markets believe that the COVID drama will finally have a happy ending, and that reduces demand for safe havens and shifts funds towards riskier assets such as the euro. Moreover, the euro has almost ignored the cautious remarks from the central bank, which expressed its concerns about the euro strength and its deflationary impact. And that's another signal that the rally in the euro may depend more on external factors and less on internal ones. So currently, Brexit and the US fiscal stimulus talks are one of those factors that may affect the euro. But even on this front, markets are optimistic that the EU and the UK will reach a trade agreement by the end of this year. Also, they are positive that the US will finally release another stimulus package to help its economy get through the winter months. So it seems the risk for the euro is more skewed to the upside and less to the downside. And from a technical perspective, euro dollar hasn't really shown any signs of a trend reversal and continues to hold a bullish bias. So unless Brexit and the US stimulus talks disappoint, I think that there's more room for improvement for the euro.
Christina, thanks so much. And thanks for joining us at xm.com.